Andy, over the past couple of years, we've talked a lot about taking positives from defeat, and you must be quite chuffed with how the team performed last Saturday against Bournemouth.
Yeah, I think everybody was. I think myself and Mike we sort of set ourselves, or set the team targets before the game. Some targets we make them aware of, and other targets we sort of keep quietly to ourselves. But we're pretty happy that they hit all the targets. I should imagine most people would have thought that the target was obviously not to concede 100 points, and clearly that was one of them. 18 tries that they conceded when they went down to Bournemouth. So to only lose 42-0 is actually a great credit to the battling spirit that they showed on Saturday. 3 tries in either half, bearing in mind that the last try was scored really in stoppage time. So you could sort of say 5 tries. And some of the stuff that was going on was really what you want and hope for every week.
Mm-hmm.
People prepared to throw themselves into tackles, help colleagues out, cover for colleagues. That people do miss tackles, even at the various highest level, and you just hope that when you make that mistake, someone else covers for you. And we had all of that, and we had opportunities to score ourselves. And when we came in at half time, and the last few minutes had been spent putting them under pressure on their line, I think there was a little bit of belief that actually if we really work hard here, we could make something happen, and they're not as special as we maybe gave them credit for when we went down there. So we're really pleased. And obviously a lot of people came to watch, and a lot of people said some really good things about the performance, and I hope that's a sort of a turning point for us, strange though it may seem on a defeat, where there is a bit more self-belief. And if they can keep working like that week in, week out, then when we play some of the sides that aren't at the top of the league, we might just get that win that we're looking for, and when we feel we deserve.
Okay, so this Saturday the first team go down to Old Reds in Bristol. Are you hoping to put out a similar kind of side as last week?
The eyes told it all there, didn't they? We've got a couple of injuries and unavailabilities. Last week we were at a point where we didn't have a back row, and then as those that came to watch saw, the reason I couldn't say on Thursday because it wasn't confirmed, but we signed a Fijian guy who's in the army down near Cirencester, Ben Rayola, whose registration came through on the Friday, so it allowed for us to play him on the Saturday. And then Sam Vine was able to get off work, but I didn't really know that until late on Friday night. So it meant that we had a 7 and an 8, and with Alistair playing at 6, who can play at 6, we had a back row. So that made a lot of difference for Saturday. Forwards wise, we're not too bad. The backs, we're just waiting for a couple of injury. Unfortunately, we got Jacko that played in 13 on Saturday. He teaches, and so Saturday, and he teaches at Brockhurst, so Saturday mornings often tie him up, so he can't often get away for away games, but there's something else happening at school this weekend, which means he's not available to play at home or away. But Josh Love, who has played there, is available. Miles has got a county game on Sunday, county under 20s. So he probably won't play, but Josh Bartlett's coming back, so what they taketh with one hand, they giveth with the other. So we'll maybe get there, but it might mean that the poor old second team take a bit of a hammering from a selection point of view, really.
Okay, so the Stags are at home, aren't they? People could come and watch that and then stay on for the Six Nations match.
I hope they do. The Stags are playing Gosport and Ferrum at home with a 2:15 kick-off, so that should give everybody more than enough time to stagger down that slope. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to get them on the first team pitch this week. The heavy frost that we've had has meant that everywhere is pretty hard, but because of the shadow that the clubhouse casts over this sort of side of the pitch, there's not really been any thawing of this sort of 10-15 metre sort of channel down this side, so that's really hard, and I'm not sure whether it will actually come out in time for Saturday. And obviously there's lots of inspections that need to be done tomorrow, possibly Saturday morning, well, no doubt down at Old Reds, but here as well, and then up at Whitney where the A-team are going. So, but hopefully if it goes ahead, people can come and watch, stagger down the hill, and watch the rugby on the TV down here.
Okay, and then again, weather permitting, on Sunday the Colts have got a plate cup match against Western.
Yeah, well, that will be a tough game. I think they played Western in the main competition last year, and obviously managed to win that one. Always a difficult game against guys from down from the West Country, but hopefully they can pull off a similar result they did in the last round. And as I said before, the plates are no mean competition really, and it just keeps them going. So yeah, that'll be a tough game. I think that's probably a 2:15 kickoff as well up here. If we can get on that picture out there, we will. But as I say, the frost is sort of digging in quite hard at the moment.
Okay, all right. Thanks very much, Andy.